Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So in this one we have again continuing from where we left. And as I said, again Superman we will be using with sharp tongue now because it's a nice artifact to use on him. I like it. So yeah, first fight we have Flash, reverse Flash. He is a little bit annoying because he changes class periodically and he also staggers you. And so for that reason only we are using Superman, Frost and Flash. So we will freeze him periodically, and I think he's also immune to stun and freeze, I guess. Yeah, so I will have to do the special 3 first then, because then we will be bypassing this freeze immunity and then we will be able to stun him. Yeah, and the damage, the sharp tongue damage on specials will increase with time as we build the damage buff and the incoming damage stacks. Yeah, so yeah, this staggering is the reason we are using Superman here, because this man is just annoying. So yeah, we dealt around 41 million damage there on the special 3, which is nice because it will increase multiple folds by the time the fight ends. As you can see here, we did 100 million. So yeah, the damage of sharp tongue increases pretty quickly because basically it's just again depends on damage buff and incoming damage. So yeah, there you can see 200 million, and it will touch around 300 million by the time we have the full stacks. Okay, how much was that? Okay, I didn't see the value. It's fine, it doesn't really matter. Again, we are going to kill him easily. Okay, also we need to build a full combo here because the special damage depends on the combo you do, right? And the dot damage of sharp tongue depends on the special damage. So it's best to do the full combo before you do specials. Okay, there we did 226 million, and one more special and he must be dead because only 170 million is left, and there we go. Okay, that was the first one, pretty easy. And let's move to the next fight now. So today's video, most of the fights went well actually, but the last fight I messed up, I did mess up. So we will talk about it when when that fight comes. Okay, just give me a sec, I'm getting a call. Okay, so yeah, what was I talking about? So yeah, the next team, we are using Mortal Kombat. Here Grid has dot immunity, I think so, and so we use Scorpion who bypasses it. Another thing, like I'm using God Killer on Raiden instead of Catchy Hook because the main reason is the duration of the block disable is more for God Killer right now, at least for me, because my Catchy Hook is only level 1, so the block disable just goes away quickly. For that reason I'm using God Killer, because like if you compare the damage, Catchy Hook is way better. Like if you guys remember in the last video when I used Catchy Hook on Raiden, we did around 30 million per second on the dot value of Scorpion, right? And here you can see we are doing only 22 million, so that's the difference of 8 million per second, which is not small. It's not a small difference. So damage wise, Catchy Hook is great because the extra damage buff works better than the attack steal, mainly because the damage buff applies to the whole team, so it applies to Scorpion too, and attack steal only will be for Raiden, not for Scorpion. That is the main difference with these two artifacts. The thing that makes Catchy Hook a great artifact is that the damage buff applies to the whole team. That's the only reason. Like if the damage buff only applied to Raiden, we would have the same results. It wouldn't matter that much. But it applies to Scorpion, and that's the reason this team becomes stronger with that artifact. So yeah, that is the thing. But yeah, anyways, like I'll be using God Killer because of the block disable duration. In the next solo raid, I think I will choose Dark Knights, and then I'll try to level up the artifact, and then I'll be regularly using Catchy Hook with Raiden. I think that's what I'll do. Because right now the duration of block disable is more important than the damage increase, because of the ease of playing of this artifact. That is the reason.
Fight honorably.
Okay, so yeah, we will need more time now because less damage. Because normally this fight would be over in 2 minutes, but we need some 20 to 25 seconds extra just because of the lower damage that we are doing with Scorpion here. But anyways, we still will be able to do a one shot. Then let's move to the next fight now. Okay, here, okay, I got it. Before moving to the next fight, the thing is like I got a network error here because of my network actually got a little bit slowed there, and so yeah, that is the thing, that's what's going on the screen. The network got slowed down, it's fine. And I did not pause the recording quickly because I thought maybe the screen which shows up after the boss is dead, that will come up in some time. That's what I was thinking. That's the reason I did not pause the recording. But anyways, we'll just wait out and then we'll move to the next video. And another reason, like, I did not remove this part of the clip while editing because it messes up the audio part of my video, which I have to adjust later on. So that's the reason I kept it there. Anyways, moving to the next fight, we have Ninja Batman with Beta Club. The usual setup: Beta Club Batman with Robin and Joker with Puppet. So the last time I played this fight, I messed up because the boss I played had attack disable immunity, which is one less negative effect, and then that messed up my Puppet activation. So right now we don't have such problem, and okay, there might be some noise in the background, something hitting something, kind of a noise. I'm sorry for that. There is some work going on near me, and I can't really do anything about it. Anyways, so we activated Puppet here. So first, don't activate Puppet with this team instantly, because you just tag in and out a little bit, keep the Beta Club negative effects active, get enough power on Joker, and then you activate Puppet so that it becomes easier, Otherwise you keep going in and out of infinite power, which is just a waste of time, And once Puppet is activated, then it's pretty fine, just keep the negative effects active, do a good dot value from Batman, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So right now, I guess I get around like 70 million something per second, which is a good value that I get on the jump attack, around 75 million per second. And yeah, then it's over pretty quickly. And there we go. Pretty easy fight. So Batman with Beta Club is actually a very strong team, because I guess the main reason is the crit damage that he gets from his passive. I guess that is the reason, because then you do a lot more damage on crits, and then your dot values increase double fold due to crits. So then that does even more damage. I guess that is one of the reasons why he's so strong with this with this artifact, because normally you use other artifacts on him, he will need a lasso or some incoming damage source, basically, he's not that strong on other artifacts, but here he's quite strong. Maybe I guess that's the reason, and also you get that incoming damage from Puppet, right? That's one of the reasons why you use Puppet with this team. Anyways, let's move to the next fight. So next up we have boss Brainiac. So Brainiac here has okay, I'm sorry for the background noise again. I don't think I can do anything about it. Okay, so yeah, so what I was saying is boss Brainiac here has annihilation. So basically he kills your team with the super move. So basically you use a team which doesn't allow him to do the super move at all, which is Beast Boy again, which is the simplest thing you can do here, I guess. And then let's move to the rewards. Rewards won't be great again as usual. And then let's move to the next fight now. So in the next tier we have a few annoying bosses here. Silver Banshee disables gears and disables your a random special too. So that is the thing with her. Green Lantern there has hazards, permanent hazards. So, and we have Green Arrow with an annoying AI. His modifiers are not anything crazy or difficult, but his AI is just, not the best to play against. So that's the reason we are going with Batwoman, the Drowned team. Again, what I'm doing is I'm using God Killer here on Batwoman instead of Catchy Hook. Again, for the sole reason of more duration on block disabled. Because here it will cause problems because, Green Arrow again, if he gets a chance to do a combo, he becomes annoying, So that's the reason I'm just trying to be safe here. I mean, again, I don't think it will matter much because we will blind him with Puppet. So I don't think that should be a big deal, but still, just trying to be safe. Another thing, like on Batwoman also, the reason I'm going with God Killer instead of Catchy Hook is because I think I talked about this before, that the duration of the damage buff of Catchy Hook at level 1 right now is only 15 seconds and the crisis energy activation period is 16 seconds. So the damage buff doesn't remain there for the most part and you don't deal a lot of damage as expected, So that is the reason I'm going with God Killer. Like I will switch to Catchy Hook once I level it up. But the thing is, again, I'll have to level it up first, which we will be doing in the next solo raid. The next solo raid will be the Dark Knights for us. And then I will upgrade Catchy Hook first. And maybe then afterwards Sharp Tongue. Sharp Tongue doesn't need many activation, any level up actually. It's pretty strong. Especially when your character has a damage buff and incoming damage both together. It doesn't need anything, It's already very strong. But Catchy Hook needs upgrades, It needs the extra levels. Anyways, moving to the next fight, we have Silver Banshee who disables your gears and a random special. So we use a team which doesn't need those things, who doesn't need to do specials and who doesn't care about gears being disabled, which is Supergirl with Grodd and Flash. Again, the strongest character with strongest supports in the game. So we'll get the super moves done first. One good thing about Flash's damage buff is that you get it by either doing the super move or the special 3. So it doesn't matter if Banshee disables one of those, you always have one option open and you still can get the damage buff. So that is one good thing about him. Yeah, and once that is done, once we have gotten the damage buff, it doesn't matter. Like we just do basic hits and Banshee is going to be dead in a few seconds. You can look at the damage. Like it's crazy, So yeah, this fight is done. Let's move to the next fight then. So next up, I think we have, what do we have? Oh, next fight, the last fight of the video, which I was talking about that I messed up, So the objective was to kill Firestorm with the Flawed Justice team with Beta Blood. Again, the usual. I'm sorry, I think again there is background noise. Okay, yeah, the objective was to kill Firestorm with Flawed Justice Team with Beta Club. Again, the usual plan that I did in one of the previous fights, percentage health damage with Black Adam, then puppet activation with Peacemaker, and then Beta Club damage with Hawkman. But the problem is what happened in this fight is my Peacemaker, as you guys might know, he has only one gear, so he doesn't have a lot of health. And accidentally I tanked super move with Peacemaker and he died. And as you guys know very well, this Flawed Justice Team does not deal damage without the peace shields provided by Peacemaker, and he needs to be alive to apply those peace shields. So if Peacemaker dies, you can't do anything, the fight is over. That is what happened. I messed up there because I actually did not want to tank it with Peacemaker. I accidentally tanked it. Like here only, now only you can see. I activated Puppet with him fine. So I was waiting to get the peace stacks first. And then I thought of tagging in Black Adam to tag the super move. To tank the super move, sorry. But I think there was a delay in him tagging in and Peacemaker died. And as you can see, the dot damage now. As Peacemaker is dead, there is no damage. It's very bad damage. So yeah, this is the fight I was talking that I messed up. And so yeah, the only damage we did was the percentage damage from Black Adam because of that. So super move here, super move with Hawkman, just I mean the fight is already over, so why not let the super move play out, That's what the thought was. So now I'm just letting them die. And another thing, so yeah, I did let them die here, and so I did one more fight now after this. Like these are the 7 pips, and after that I did one training mode fight just for the enemy. I just wanted to try this team again, against Firestorm. So I did a training mode fight after this. The same setup, exact same setup, but killing Firestorm, not on the main pit, in the training mode, because I don't know, I just thought of doing it. There is no reason for that. Maybe just to, get a sense of satisfaction that I killed Firestorm, maybe. So yeah, the next fight is a training mode fight. This is the actual last fight of the video. We are doing a training mode fight against Firestorm with the exact same setup which we failed before. So right now you just have to be careful that Peacemaker doesn't tank any super move because he has only one gear. He does have resistances on those gears, but his health is very low still because of one gear, He can't have a lot of health. So that is a problem, I guess. Because I think he has max out resistances and max out defense. But his health is very low. I guess that's the problem. But anyways, so the training mode fight, we are again doing the exact same thing. Percentage damage and super move with Black Adam. And then we will activate Puppet with Peacemaker. Activating Puppet is very easy because first you tag in Hawkman, who will apply 2 negative effects from Black Adam on armor pierce hits. Then he will apply his own 2 negative effects from Beta Club. And so Peacemaker just needs to do one special and Puppet is activated. So that's how the previous fight should have gone, only if I had not tanked super move with Peacemaker. But anyways, can't really do anything about it. And so yeah, here about the damage part, we are able to get like 50 million per second dot values for some amount of time, which is fine. But again, the same problem that I talked about before, that as my Peacemaker is only 4 stars, the peace shields take a lot of time to stack, and I'm not able to time the Beta Club dot damage and the Peacemaker peace stacks. That is a problem I'm facing. And so yeah, because of that, these one shots are being very close, which is fine. Like I guess I only need to upgrade my Peacemaker a little bit, and I think then we will be able to do a lot of damage, I guess. Or maybe what you can do is simplest of things. You can just get a loss of truth on Peacemaker, and you don't have to do this much. You know, you don't have to care about activating Puppet or anything. You just have to keep Peacemaker in the fight to get the peace stacks. But even then, I guess the peace stacks duration will be cause a problem. I guess the only solution is upgrading Peacemaker. I guess that's the only thing you can do to make this team better. Because I think at 7 stars his peace stacks stack very fast, I guess, and right now he's only less 4 stars. So yeah, this will cause a problem. So here I'm switching between specials to, I was just trying out which one is better or easier to keep Puppet active quickly. That's what I was trying. And I think the special 3 is the best, I guess. The special 2 and special 1 are not good to activate, keep Puppet active with Peacemaker. Okay, we got a good value there, and he will be dead. So anyways, this was the last part of the video, and so let's meet in the next video then. Thank you very much.